Welcome to the Nerds Cantos. Good morning.
It's like 4 o'clock, man. I don't think it's morning, but
Early morning for me.
well, that's true, Stewie. But you know, whatever. Happy New Year's, because this will probably come out. It might come out later than New Year's. I don't know when this is gonna come out. So, Happy New Year's, I
Eventually,
guess.
PM.
As of right now, it is December 31st, 2022, 3:47 p.m. So, yeah,
That's what time it is. Thank you for that, Nolan.
you're welcome.
Since it's the New Year's, we did this last year, so I figured we'd do it again. Our
We
favorite things from the year. Now, last year it was 10. I felt like that was too easy, though. All right, we had to bump it down to
Wait,
5.
hold on. Pause. Have we been doing this for a year?
A little more than a year. Yeah, I'm pretty
You
sure.
scare
Nerds
me
Cantos?
sometimes.
Oh my god. Oh, it's been a year.
I mean, we haven't made a year's worth of content. We've really only made like 3 months worth of content.
That's fine.
Because it was supposed to be weekly, and then it was once a month, but not once a month on purpose, just once a month by accident. It's like every 3 months now. Actually, that's a lie. We've been kind of decent. I think it has been once a month, which I think is fine.
At
It's
least.
okay. That's fine.
Gives us time to gather ourselves, I think.
Yeah, and there's now always a lot of stuff to talk about. So who wants to talk about the boring stuff? That's not fun. But so yeah, last year we did 10, but I figured let's make it 5. And last year we also did our the worst things from the year. We didn't have to do. I didn't bring that up because if I recall correctly, Nolan, I think you said COVID. You started listing real world problems last year, which
I don't want to do that again for this year.
That's not what this podcast is about. This is about being nerds. So we're not going to talk about that. So who wants to start? Actually, well, hold on. What have you guys been doing? Let's catch the viewers up. Let's start with Stewie. Stewie, what you been doing?
Like in general.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know? I mean, you've made a YouTube channel, which I can link in the description if you want to talk about that.
Oh yeah, that's right, dude. Yeah, I've been doing that. It only has 2 videos up right now, so I've been learning how to edit and all that. There was gonna be 3 videos in the backlog, but something happened to the third one, so then there's only 2. The second one should be up, or third one should be up soon. It's almost finished editing. And the one after that will be later because it's a bit longer.
Okay. I liked your first 2 videos.
Yeah,
they were pretty good.
And after that, I have a lot more planned. So, check it out if you want.
He's a working man. He's up
it'll
late at night.
Be in the description, so check it out. Nolan, what about you? What have you been doing?
Oh, what have I been doing? Well, very literally, mere minutes ago, I was on Warhammer Vermintide 2. We all kind of got that recently because it was on sale. Fun, good game. You kill the rats. I've been
Kill a lot of rats.
Chewing through that. It was fun with old Mikey.
Yeah, he'll never show back up again. He was a guest on the Spider-Man episode, and I don't think he ever wants to be back.
Yeah, that was.
We had to convince him. We had to drag him tooth and nail to appear on the Spider-Man one. So that'll probably never happen again. Nolan, when are you making your YouTube channel, huh? When you joining the 2 of us, huh? Come on.
I'll start streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, you used to
I'll
stream.
do that again.
What's up with that? Come back.
If I'm gonna do anything, I am gonna stream.
You should join me and Stewie in the making content online.
I do, yo. Could you follow my cosplay account at Plorbus930 on Instagram.
Well, there you go. Anybody who wanted that to see what he looks like, there you go. He's not a pun image. in
I
real life.
wish. Actually, I don't wish.
Do you? Be
No,
kind of a weird
no.
wish.
No. Back when I decided to have that image, I wasn't as far in the manga as I am now,
Well, it's your
and
image now.
no.
You're not gonna like me once you start reading it again and you figure out what my image is from.
I don't even want to know because I haven't read Fun Fun and I won't read Fun Fun. So
Oh,
let's not talk
that
about
goes for the
depressing.
viewers too. If you
Let's
have a mental illness, don't read Fun
yeah.
Fun.
I guess it
Yeah.
would kill me to read it. Then I should be clean on that front. But I just think
Subtle flex from Xander.
yeah, it's really humble brag. You know, I'm pretty clean mentally speaking, but uh, well, I don't know how clean I am. What I've been doing recently is I decided, and it will be a YouTube video on my channel soon. I say soon, probably the end of the month. Um, but I decided to read all 21 Percy Jackson books in a month. My brain is rotting. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know where anything is anymore. I couldn't tell you where I keep like my water in my apartment anymore. All I know, like I'm walking around the apartment and I see words coming off of the walls. Okay, I've averaged a book a day so far, and it's driven me insane.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Hey, they're good books though. They're good books, so
Where do you find the motivation to keep reading?
I like them. It's as simple as that. I want to make the YouTube video because I haven't made one. Like I haven't made a solo one in a hot minute, so I want to do that. And I've been meaning to reread the Percy Jackson books because they're putting out 2 sequels next year, and I'm like, all right, I gotta hop back in. I gotta be caught up. So that's where my motivation comes from. Pretty
I
excited for those
see.
sequels.
Hmm.
Pretty excited. I think that's what we've been doing though. So do we want to get to our list?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
we could do that.
I guess we can all start with our 5th most favorite thing. Who wants to start? We'll all do our 5th and then we'll
Oh,
move on.
I was supposed to put them in order.
I mean, you didn't have to, but I sort of put mine in order. I tried.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I didn't write mine in order at all. Just wrote down the fifth. The
Listen, if
first
you guys
5
just want to
things
say
that
one,
I
then you can say it, but
like.
I put mine in order. So
That's not true. I wrote down the, you know,
who
I
would
wrote
like to go
down the
first?
things I like.
Fair enough.
Some horrid planning.
It is some terrible. I didn't even tell them the topic. I asked if we wanted to do this, and then yesterday I told Nolan I went get your 5 favorite, and then minutes before we started I went Stewie get your 5 favorite things from the year. So
It's clear. It's clear.
you know what? I'll start. You guys aren't
Okay.
starting
Okay.
over.
Okay.
I
I was
will. I will.
good. I was
Go.
good.
Nah, too late. I'm going. Step down. Okay.
Okay.
So my 5th favorite thing, I think it's kind of hard, right? I was thinking about it earlier today. I was like, shit, how do I pick just 5? Because this year there's some pretty good stuff. I'll be honest, but I think I would have to give it to Andor. My 5th favorite thing. I don't know. Did you guys have Andor on your list?
I
Yeah.
definitely considered it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was something I might have said on my list.
I just really like the Andor. It's damn
Oh,
good.
Jesus.
Nolan
My
just died in the
as he
background.
collapses in the background.
I was leaning back in my chair and, well, ow.
Yeah, that's great. I don't know. Andor's like peak Star Wars. So
Agreed.
at least peak Star Wars that we've gotten in a hot minute. So I just really enjoyed it. I don't even really. I mean, Rogue One's pretty good, but like it's not anything special to me. And I still thought Andor was great. So, what do you guys got?
Warhammer 40K Dark Tide.
Here
It
we
had a
go.
rocky start, but now it's so good. I just got a new graphics card. Got a 3070 Ti, so now I've got it all prettied up, and it's awesome. And I've been waiting for Warhammer 40K like an FPS, you know. And also been playing that Vermintide, like I said. Just been on a little Warhammer grind. I feel like our friend group's been kind of doing that.
Yeah, we have. I think.
Yeah, dabbling into
Mm-hmm.
the grim darkness of
The
Yeah.
far future. In the far future, there is only war. I don't know. I don't know the saying, but it's
Something
something
like
like
that.
that.
But
Fantasy's
it's
cooler. That's how I'm saying it. All right, Warhammer Fantasy, cooler setting. I'm sorry.
Another topic for another
Yeah,
day.
you're right. When I start
eh,
reading the Warhammer Fantasy books, when I start going insane reading those once a day, then we can get into that. All right. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about the game, Nolan?
well, I really like it. It's
Fair
got
enough.
amazing gunplay with bolters, and the gore is very well done. It's got some. The engine has some pretty cool rendering of different layers of like skin and bone and stuff. It's pretty dope.
It looks cool on YouTube. The stuff I've seen.
Mhm.
So, Stewie, what about you?
Bullet Train would have to be my
Dude, that
I
movie
did
was
not write this one in order.
great. That movie was great.
Yeah, it was great.
Surprisingly
So
great,
good.
I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't think I can really like criticize that movie. Besides just like being a little wacky sometimes.
It was so
And
I didn't mind
fucking.
the wacky's the charm.
yeah, I know.
It felt like, to me, it felt like the idea of the Michael Bay Transformers movies where you're like, okay, explosions and badass shit happening. But whereas those movies suck, I feel like Bullet Train did it right. You know, where it's like, listen, you don't need to care at all, but they're killing each other, and that's cool looking. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's how I felt about it. Also, at one moment, I can't remember the character's name, but he jumps onto the bullet train and then punches his way through the glass back into the train. Like, I mean, once you see that, you know you're fucking in for you're in for
Tangerine?
it.
Is
I
that his
think
name?
so. It was
Yeah.
Kiwi and Tangerine, right? It was one of
Kiwi.
them.
Kiwi? Or lemon. Lemon's one.
Lemon, yeah. It was Tangerine, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
I
It's
don't
been
know.
a
That
hot
that shit
minute.
was
It
that was a
was
badass
crazy.
scene
Good
though.
movie. Where's my Bullet Train 2 though? That's the real question I'm gonna
For real.
Oh,
ask. I want my
because yeah.
I want my movie about Tangerine and Lemon or whatever the fuck they were called because I think they were the best characters in the movie, if you ask me.
Yeah. And they kept like calling back to that fucking what was it? The something job?
Yeah, the one job they did, they went all they're the typical like bounty hunter you see in things where they'd be like, dude, you remember the Kwanzaa job or something, you know, and you'll be like, well, what the hell's that? They kept doing that. It's funny. I don't know. Good
Mhm.
movie.
Very good.
Do we want to move on to our fours / your guys's just whatevers?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So for me, my fourth one was the Batman.
Oh.
You know, I thought the Batman was a fantastic movie that doesn't feel like it came out this year, but it did.
Oh. It was so long ago.
Yeah, like February or March, dude. It was, oh boy. Great movie. I think I could watch that endlessly, to be honest.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't have much to say about these, like, the first three. They're just great. You know, it's just like, okay, great stuff going on.
Everybody knows the Batman was fantastic.
Yeah, right. Like I've okay. Well, what more could I say about it? Not much. So, what do you guys got?
Well, this year I finally full sent it into VR and got Bone Labs right when that came out. And I want to say that game is insane. VR Gary's mod, pretty much. Diet, of course, because it's new. But what the modding community's been doing in that game is ridiculous. But all in all, it's a very impressive game with the physics engine they got going on in it. Like the one of the trailer shots, it's like about halfway through the game, you're in an elevator, and then the elevator cord gets cut, and you're like, I felt my body just like my heart
Ugh.
drop because you're like, oh shit, I'm in 0G in this elevator, and you're like, because it's just a surprise. It's just oh
VR
my,
is crazy, man.
it is, and it's getting crazier. Yeah, it's the future. No,
Well,
it's
I
it's
hope
not.
it's not that. I don't
It's
think it
not.
should ever.
It shouldn't be. Fuck
No.
that.
VR to me should be like uh like when Nintendo would put out the DS, where it's just kind of that thing over there that they still had the Wii, but also like that's to me is what VR should be, where it's like, okay, here's your PlayStation or whatever, and the VR is over there because sometimes VR games just aren't it. Actually, like for me, 90% of the time, VR games are kind of shit. The ones I play,
Yeah.
it's just kind of like, oh, you should shoot a guy, and you move your hand, and it moves. Oh, like okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bone Knife's cool though.
Well,
I haven't played it yet, but it looks cool.
bro, pull up. I got it.
I
It's
should.
so
I need to play it.
it's the story is really good too, which is kind of crazy because they make you like play the whole campaign before getting to like
Mm.
the modding
Before you get to the crazy shit.
and there's a multiplayer mod that's really cool, so you can play with your
That seems
friends,
cool.
and it's like you're standing there and you could just fucking shoot them or fist fight. It's just awesome.
Cool shit. What about you, Stewie? What's your number 4?
I'd I would say God of War from my list.
Okay,
That's not in order.
fair enough. God of War, yeah, that's on mine too. Is that on
That
yours?
is on
Nolan?
mine as well.
Okay. We never did a review on that. I wanted us to do a review on
Yeah.
God of War, but we never did because we all beat it at weird times.
God of War was probably going to be my next thing I said.
It was gonna be my next thing as well.
Okay.
So we can all just talk about God of War now.
Yeah.
God, it was so good. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it was great. It was
Beautiful.
It really was.
yeah,
Good.
it was a very trying to find the word. I had it in my head a moment ago. Rewarding sequel.
Yeah.
Very.
It
Better
delivered.
was it better than the first one for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I say the
Absolutely.
first one, but it's like the fucking 7th one, whatever.
Atreus not being a little kid that goes through a little annoying character arc also definitely helps.
Yeah, now you get to play as him, which I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a little underbaked. He could have had a little more, but like gameplay wise, but it's fine. Just as
Yeah.
him, good
Yeah.
game. I mean, you don't play as him enough, so I get it, but like,
Mhm. But it was still really fun when
yeah,
you
it
did
was
play. It
super
was
fun.
awesome. One of my favorite things was how pretty it was. That one quest where you free the second jellyfish. And they
Yeah,
go up into the sky and they start getting it on. And then they kind of like evaporate into a bunch of little jellyfish. And I was
that was
just
good
like,
looking.
God damn, bro, this is on PS5.
PS5's crazy.
I'm
My
just like, Jesus.
my favorite thing was the spear. I'm gonna be honest. I
It was
fucking
so
love
fun.
that weapon.
The berserkers got wrecked by that thing.
Oh
Dude.
yeah,
Is that what they were called?
yeah, they're berserkers.
I feel like they were easier than the Valkyries.
Definitely,
Yeah.
they were super easy.
They were, but their fucking fire damage early level
A
was
couple of
very
them, yeah.
annoying.
A couple of
Yeah.
them were fucked up, but most of them I felt were easier than the Valkyries. What do you guys think is next for that franchise?
God. Artreus game. I don't know.
I hope. I want to go to Egypt personally.
Yeah, they did. They talked about Egypt, didn't they? Or they talked about something.
I mean, they talked
Talked
about them a
other
couple
dr- The
times.
Riverlands. That's what they called
Yeah,
it.
they called them. There's like artifacts you can find where they mention like China and then like
Mhm.
Mayan gods and Egyptian gods. Personally, I
Yeah.
know more about Egypt, so I would like. My Discord was fucking up. I would like to go to Egypt, but
Yeah.
who knows? We'll have to wait and
It's
see, I guess.
gotta be an Artreus game though.
I
From
hope.
everything we've seen.
Give
It's
him
gotta
some
be.
new weapons though.
Yeah, I was about to
Oh,
say, I
for
don't
sure.
really have a preference where we go, just like give Atreus like a fucking sword or something for the next
Give my
game.
boy
He's
a
gonna get one. He's
Kopesh,
gonna
bro.
grow. Oh, dude, you go to the Egypt game and you get that fit. That'd
Climbing
be
the pyramids,
badass,
fighting a god on a pyramid. That'd be crazy, bro.
bro. It's gonna be what that movie? What's that movie we watched?
Gods of Egypt.
Gods of Egypt.
Oh, that movie was insane.
Yeah, that was on my list, guys.
Dude, if Gods
Oh.
of Egypt came out this year, it would definitely be on my list. I don't hate that movie. That has not anything to do with our topic, but I suggested, I guess for the podcast viewers, we
Yep, you're cutting out.
occasionally movies. Man, I don't care that I'm cutting out. They can hear me perfectly. All right, so shut up, Nolan.
I don't
So
think
we
they
do a
can if
movie
Craig
night,
can't.
right? We do a movie night, and I brought Gods of Egypt because everything I've ever seen about that movie is people saying it's one of the worst movies ever made, and it's abysmal and it's terrible. I gotta be honest, kind of good. I think it was kind of good. I mean,
It's entertaining.
am I insane? Maybe. Uh, would I get kicked out of my film major if I said that outside of my house? Yes.
They'd play you alive for that.
I'd be like,
Better
I
not
actually,
show him this YouTube channel.
my teacher will be like, okay, guys, we got to watch Citizen Kane. I'll be like, you know what's better than Citizen Kane? Gods of Egypt, man. We should watch that. Yeah, I'd get killed, but personally,
Oh, so my number, I guess it would be my number 2. Wait,
okay, we're
or
on 3.
wait, we're
You
on
have
3.
to say
Well,
your third one.
my third one was God of War.
Okay, cool. So we did our third. Stewie, you have to do your third now. So because we all
All
talked
right.
about God of War already. So Stewie, go.
Okay.
Probably gonna be Top Gun.
Oh,
Oh, solid ass movie right there.
Besides the fact I like planes, I also like Ace Combat. So
here we
enjoyed
go.
that movie.
Here we. What
Ace
was your
Combat,
favorite
but
thing about that movie?
yeah.
Probably the fifth generation fighters getting shit on. I guess they might be sixth gen. I don't know. But
think they
yeah,
were
that
fifth.
was enjoyable.
It was
I
fun.
don't know. In the movie, they were like there's super air superiority fighters.
Oh
I remember
yeah.
if they say fifth or sixth.
I liked the nameless bad guy. That was nice.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
not Russia.
the nameless Eastern bad guy that's
I wonder who
located
they are.
past Germany.
Yeah, God only knows.
Listen, they didn't want to piss Russia off, okay, or China off. So you can't say where the enemies are from. You just have to say the enemy team. Okay. Regardless, that movie is a banger. There's some really good movies that came out in 2022.
hmm
Kind of
One day
crazy.
we'll just get a plane movie that's just absolutely fucking.
You just
nuts.
want an Ace Combat movie,
Yes,
Stewie.
I do. All right. Yes, I do.
At least you're not hiding it, I guess.
Is your heart, man?
Hey, I'm not saying it wouldn't go hard, all right?
It goes something.
Top Gun Maverick went hard, and I didn't really like the first one, so maybe an Ace Combat movie would go hard. Do we want to move on to our number 2s?
Sure.
So my number 2 is House of the Dragon.
Oh,
Good ass show. I just loved everything about it. It's
so good, bro.
so good. I mean, I've read the book, but like even then, they changed it enough, but while also staying, you know, faithful enough that it's fun. Like it's just everything about it was super good. The effects were great, the sets were good, the acting was fantastic. Overall, I think if the show keeps up this pace, it will probably be better than Game of Thrones.
I agree, 100%. I
Doesn't
enjoyed
help.
this first season more.
Yeah, I think this is a better first season. It's a lot. It's not about 7 families. It's about one.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's a lot easier to watch. It's really
Everything's
nice.
connected from the get go.
Yeah, there's no like, okay, here's the Starks, here's the Lannisters, here's the Targaryens. You know, you're just like, here's the Targaryens. Get over it. Nobody cares about anybody else. Here's the dragon people.
hmm
So it was good. What about you, Nolan? What was your number 2?
Oh, this is a difficult one for me to pick between my 1 and 2, but probably Dune and Dolby.
So Dune was last year.
Was
Nolan.
that last year?
You gotta get your years straight,
Jesus,
homeboy. Dune was
Jesus,
2021, my man.
Jesus. Are you
Look at
serious?
you,
When
bro.
was that? When did that
It was
come out?
2021. It was like
Wasn't it like this
fucking.
December?
Bro, it was like May, dog. What do you even? What do
No,
you?
that was last year. Oh,
Bro,
oh,
how did I know this?
oh.
gonna have.
Uh,
I know he was gonna do some shit like this. How did I know?
well, taking that back, um, I can't say both of these separately because I can't pick which one I like better. But
Okay.
Chainsaw Man and Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Okay.
Oh my
So that's your 2 and
god.
1 then, right? Or is
That's my
that
that's my that's in anime.
okay?
2022 has been amazing,
All right.
but those are my favorites that came out this year.
Oh,
It was
definitely. I think those are the best.
so
Well,
good.
I don't know. You watch Mob Psycho, right? Is Mob
I
Psycho on that
did.
level? Because I
My
have not.
Psycho would probably be 3 because that one made me
Okay.
cry. It made
I
me
haven't
cry.
caught up yet.
You need to.
I
It's
need
good.
to. I know, but I gotta read. I gotta read these damn books. I
I
can't do anything
I kind of
else.
want to read Mob Psycho to see if they changed anything because I don't know. I don't
Right.
know. But because a lot happened really quick, but it was really good.
Okay.
Yeah. But Chainsaw Man, so
Chainsaw
so
Man is great.
so good. We I wish we counted how many nut shots were in it. By
There are a
nut shots,
lot.
I don't mean angles. I mean impact.
Yeah.
Bell ringers.
So at least 5. I feel like
There were
maybe
several.
there were more. I don't know. What a good anime.
For
Like
real.
movie quality animation, the directing was movie quality. It was crazy. New ending
Mhm.
every episode. You don't see that. That doesn't happen ever.
So good. So good.
Can't wait for more.
Mhm.
Um,
And it's gonna go on for a long time too. I was thinking, I
Probably.
was like, oh shit, bro. It's gonna go on for a while.
We've probably got like 2 years till it comes back, though.
You think?
I think so.
Hmm. We'll
How
see.
good it? 2 years.
Too. Okay. We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Well,
We
I
got
mean, we will see. We will see. And then Cyberpunk, you brought up, banger.
oh, it
So
was
good.
so good. It definitely relit a fire in the whole cyberpunk universe. I think timing all with the anime and the DLC and the big update
Yeah.
all in 2022 to say, all right, we're back on track. Y'all just gotta trust us, and I
Hmm.
feel like we've given them another chance with all of it.
Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah,
2 million people like started playing Cyberpunk again, like right after the anime too.
yeah,
So it worked,
it did work,
and they
and
announced a sequel because of it.
and I can't fucking wait. Ugh. Ah,
What a good anime!
what a
A
good
Netflix
anime.
anime that was actually good is very surprising.
Yes, those come out, but it's rare.
It's like once every 3 years you get a good one. So we finally
You
got
get
it.
you get Blood of Zeus, and then you get like that.
Ugh. Ugh. Blood of Zeus is abysmal, man.
It's
Oh my
horrid.
god.
Oh my goodness. Anyways,
Yeah. Anyway, Stewie, what's your number 2? Let's talk about something good again.
um, it's just the Batman. I'm gonna give it with you. Just Batman.
All right. I mean, it's such a good movie, you know.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's easily the best Batman movie, in my opinion.
I agree. It is the best.
Yeah,
Those Heath Ledger Joker ones. I'm not really. I'm the least knowledgeable of comic-y stuff and
the loser
DC and
over here.
yeah, I'm a loser. But compared to those, I like this one a lot better.
Yeah,
So good.
it's just this one feels like a detective movie because it
Mhm.
is. It's just so good. It looks good. The soundtrack. Oh my god, the soundtrack, dude.
Mhm. Just
I,
amazing.
yeah, Stu, you got anything you want to add about the Batman? I mean, you brought it up again, so
Yeah, I mean, I just love the way it portrays the character. It was like, it was made by people who care, which is a rare thing to see in superhero movies nowadays. It's just, asking for a lot.
yeah, especially on the DC side too.
Yeah.
It is a rare thing to see someone give. I definitely think the best comic book movie this year. I feel like you guys would agree with me on that.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Easily.
I mean the other movies we got, Thor. So
Oh.
boy,
It was
Um,
love and thunder.
yeah. Do we want to move on to our number ones?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So I'm gonna hit you boys with it because I can't shut up about it. My number one is The Lost Metal, Mistborn Era 2, Book 4. Okay. Now I'm not gonna spoil nothing because I finally got Nolan to read the Cosmere, and Stewie will be on that train soon, so I can't really talk about the book in detail. Goddamn, that shit was good. Pooh boy, I don't know what else to say. It was a goddamn great book.
I can't
I
wait, dude.
I
I can't
cannot wait.
wait.
I cannot wait for more either. I need more. But Nolan, what about you? What's your number one?
All right, sorry about that. I had to walk in on my room.
Damn,
But
bro.
my number one is very related. I've started to do something that I haven't done in many, many, many years. Reading books. I've started the Cosmere universe. Brandon Sanderson. I finished all of the Mistborn books except well in Era One, and I'm halfway through Elantris. And oh my god, they're amazing.
They're so good.
This is some of the best fiction I've ever consumed into my brain.
That's a fact right there.
Yeah, and I have to listen to audiobooks because I can't read. I can read. I can read, but just my ADD, bro. I cannot follow those lines, and I know how sinful that is to you know
It's okay. It's
novel
okay.
likers, but I have to. But the audiobooks recorded are so good. I believe who did Mistborn? What's his name?
Michael Kramer
Michael
does
Kramer.
Mistborn.
Amazing.
Fantastic audio.
Yeah.
Just recorder for audiobooks. He's great. He does a bunch of them. The COD Mistborn's so good. I mean,
Mm.
Stewie, I'm sure, is very tired of hearing me and Nolan talk about it, but we won't stop. So
Can't stop.
it's too good.
Even got my mom to start reading it.
Yeah, the Cosmere is something else.
hmm
For
And
anybody who doesn't know, it's like an interconnected universe of books. So like each book takes place on a different planet, but they're all in the same, I guess, galaxy slash universe. So that's what were you gonna say, Nolan?
I was just gonna say the who Elantris was narrated by.
Oh,
Um,
say it.
so Jack Garrett narrated Elantris, and he does a good job. Not just narrating, he acts it all out.
Yeah, they act
At
that shit out.
first, switching voices from the Mistborn guy to the dude Elantris, I was like, "Oh, okay, it's gonna need." I was like, "Okay, I don't know if I like this voice as much." But when you get to learn the characters, you're like, "Ah, a lot of these people, they've got a lot of arrogance and snobbiness and blah blah blah." And this dude, he knows how to get that in his voice, and it's really good, and it gets me really immersed in it. Like last night, I read a scene where, well, a dude got stabbed in the chest, and it was like, oh my god. It was such a surprise. I was like, holy shit. Sitting there, mouth agape, listening to an audiobook, looking like a fool in my kitchen.
That's what the Cosmere does to you, man.
It do.
I jump and cheer like I'm at a goddamn fucking carnival sometimes when I be reading those Cosmere books. I'm like, yeah, just clapping to no one but myself. Um, they're so good.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
my family thinks I'm crazy.
Hey, nah. Once they get on the Cosmere train, they'll understand. Just like Stewie will soon.
We'll
hmm
see.
I think personally, I want to say I think the best thing that Sanderson does is like, and now the only like the greatest authors can do this. I feel like is that each character feels distinct. Like no character reads the same, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like even if you didn't know whose perspective you were reading from, like if it doesn't say it, you would know. No matter like you will know who it is because they're so unique and they think differently, and it's great.
hmm
Also, his action's really good. You
His
don't see that a
action's
lot.
so
The
good.
action is detailed. You know exactly what's happening. There's no moment where you're like, "Wait a minute, I gotta reread that. What the fuck?" No, you get it. It's
Exactly.
great.
Hey,
Um,
with because the way he gets into it is it's like you'll have your point POV character. Well, this is just what happened with that fight scene last night. It was crazy. I won't spoil, but he was like thinking, and then he's like, "Oh." And next thing you know, he sees he's like, that's a shining piece of metal coming straight at me. What does he have? Is that an iron bar? Oh, wait a minute. He's right there. But, it's definitely, that's what I'm thinking when I'm reading it. It's definitely written a lot better than that. I don't know. Maybe I'm
No,
nerding
that's
out
fair.
about it.
That's fair.
I'm
It's
nerding out.
hard to describe what goes on in books. It's the books are written much better than anything a normal person can describe. So
Exactly. I can't. I don't. My
yeah,
brain
it's
doesn't have the
impossible.
faculties like Brandon Sanderson does.
A crazy man can write like 7 books in 1 year. He's a madman. Um, let's move on though. Let's not bore Stewie to death. Stewie, what's your number
No,
one
you
thing of
got
the
it.
year?
Elden Ring.
Oh,
Good
oh,
game. Very good game. It won game of the year, but I still really liked it. I'm a sucker for Souls games when they're done right.
oh yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, we all are. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I love me some Elden Ring. I'm
Jump
not
button.
interested. There is a jump button. I just it wasn't calling to me. When I was making my list, I was like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the Elden Ring. I got to leave it out.
I think
But
I can put
it's
that in the top 10.
for sure. If I had 10, Elden Ring would probably be 6. I feel like.
Hmm.
Yeah, I really like the game. I think it's probably gonna be the best Souls game for a while because no real major studio like does them, and most of
Yeah,
the indie ones are pretty small scale. So.
Hmm. They
definitely.
took a very ambitious take on this one, making it such an open world. There's so much in it and so much you can do.
So much shit in that game. Oh
There's
my
so much.
god. I think that's why I haven't like replayed it. I only played it the one time, and I think it's just because I did everything. Like I'm kind of like, I don't need to go back. I don't know. I will eventually though.
Hmm.
Good
Well, I
damn
just
game.
never beat it.
Yeah, Nolan.
I
Come
played
on.
it. I played it, and I was like, this is good. And then life caught me.
Hey,
I
that's
just haven't
fair.
gotten back to it.
Well, we've done our top 5. I guess before we end it, do any of you guys have a like your worst thing of the year, not and like a pop culture thing, not a real world thing, but like your least favorite thing from the year? Because I've got
Release.
one. If we would like to
Oh, let's hear it.
do, sorry, I was drinking. Thor 4. Okay, that movie sucks ass. I'm sorry. That is the worst MCU movie, bar none, in my opinion. That shit can go live in a dumpster. I will never, ever watch Love and Thunder again. I hate that movie. And I thought that movie was gonna be great. I thought the trailers looked great.
Hmm.
I thought Ragnarok was fantastic. The comic book story it adapts, because I'm the comic book nerd, is one of the best comic books, let alone it's definitely the best Thor story ever written, but it's just one of the best comic books ever written. It's good, it's dark, it's like a character drama with Thor and then Gore, the bad guy. So I'm thinking like, okay, this movie is gonna slap. Entire
Yeah.
time with my brother, both me and my brother sat there looking like Homelander from that boys scene in the movie theater. I swear to God, we were gone. We were about halfway through the movie, and I remember I looked at him and he looked at me, and we didn't leave, but we were both like, "This sucks. Like this is just bad," and we both knew it immediately. I hate that movie with a passion.
It's pretty tiring.
Oh God,
I hated the ending.
oh my
It
God.
was too lighthearted for what the trailer
Dude, right? The
drew
trailers were
out.
like super dark. And it's like, oh, and Gore the God Butcher is a dark character, and inherently he is a dark character. His
I have an
entire
imaginary guy
motivation,
with the name God Butcher in
of
his
course.
title.
So his entire, I
Gives
want
me
to
a
say, his
little.
entire motivation in the comics is like his mother. Pretty much everyone he loves dies. So he's like his mom dies, his wife and his like son die, and he's an alien, obviously, and he's in this like religious tribe, and his father's like the leader of the tribe, and Gore is like, "Yo, what the fuck? Where are the gods?" everyone we know is dying and the gods aren't here. So his tribe is like, get out of here, you heretic. So he like wanders the desert until he finds the Necro sword, which is a dope sword. Like it's just this cool black energy sword. And his entire life motivation is fuck the gods. They do not care about us. I'm gonna go murder all of them. And that's just what he does. That's what he does in the gods. And then the motivation is the same in the movie. But my boy don't murder any gods in the movie. He doesn't murder any, but now he does off screen. They're like, oh, he's killed like 200 gods, but we don't see a single one. And then in the movie, at the end of it, they're like, oh, the sword made him evil, which they kind of do in the or like the sword is not great for him. It's fucking dumb. And then he redeems himself at the end of the movie, and it's like, what? In the comic, by the way, they just murder him. Thor just kills him. Thor's like, and it's like the comic book's insane because Gore like wins. So then Thor so there's old man main Thor from present and then past Thor all get sent to the super future where Gore has killed every god. Every single god is dead except like 3 who he's having them build a bomb that will blow up everything. He's destroying the universe. So then the 3 Thors have to team up and beat the fuck out of him, and then they murder him. And then in the movie, he's like, "Oh, my daughter, Thor, please adopt my daughter," and then he fucking dies, and it's like, bro, I hate it. I hate that movie so much.
It's lame, and I feel like that's gonna really throw a wrench in the whole whatever the hell Marvel's doing right now with Thor's character.
Yeah, what is Thor? What is his character changes every movie? He's not the same character at all in any of these.
They really should have. They wouldn't. Like in no universe they would have done that, but they should have definitely pumped the brakes on Phase 4 for a little bit because of the whole, worldwide pandemic. And
we got a year break, and then they said, "No, we got to make our money again. We can't wait any longer."
Literally could just waited, and it probably would have been
cannot power Walt Disney's cryo chamber.
I didn't even. Yeah, they're running out of money. I didn't even mention, by the way, the movie is just fucking ugly. And Taika Waititi is a fantastic director. I will stand by that. He knows how to direct a movie. Like Jojo Rabbit and Ragnarok are beautiful to look at. Especially Jojo Rabbit, but Love and Thunder is just he didn't even work on this. It's not pretty. Like the directing isn't great, and then the visual effects are abysmal. It's awful. And then they killed Jane Foster Thor at the end of the movie, even though I figured the entire movie existed to have her be a new character in the MCU, which I was down for because she's cool in the comics. But then she dies, and it's like, what's the point? What are you doing? I don't know. Whatever. I gotta stop talking about Thor. I could talk about why this movie's bad. You guys have anything?
I've been trying to remember. I'm sure there was something that I genuinely hated, but I probably just blocked it out because I disliked it.
I almost fell asleep watching it.
Yeah.
That's what I know. They hit me with the damn Frozen 2 effect, where I'm just like, God damn.
Were you falling asleep when you watched Frozen 2?
Bro, did you see me? I'm not even. I just. I wanted to.
I
I
know
was trying to.
Fills me with inconceivable rage. Those motherfuckers at Halo Infinite. You motherfuckers need to. I don't know where you learn make games. Go back. Wherever you went, go back. You need to figure it out again.
I think they should go to somewhere different because clearly that place didn't teach them right. That game's bad, man.
It's so bad. I think they just need to lease out Halo. 343 cannot do this anymore. We've had 3 games in a row where they've had to significantly change the layout of the fucking
how it plays and
the gameplay and the level design and the art design. We've had 3 games of this, and every time they've fucked it up somewhere.
You know, it's telling when every time a 343 Halo game comes out, the 343 defenders go, no, you just gotta let him cook a little more. You just gotta give him like a year and
I
it'll be
will cook
good.
you, motherfucker. All right, I will cook you. All right, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it at this point.
Yeah, no, it's abysmal.
Give it to someone else.
Let other devs make. I've never understood that. Microsoft does that a lot, where they do that with Gears as well, where it's only I don't know.
It was fine in the Bungie era, but now Bungie's gone.
Well,
There's
it's
no
'cause-
reason
yeah.
to do it anymore.
It's because it was Bungie's franchise, though.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I
what I'm
wouldn't,
saying.
I wouldn't give God of War to another franchise, but for some reason Microsoft took Halo and Gears. You could say they did the same thing for Gears, and they made new dev studios and said only you can work on this, and you can only make this. You are not allowed to make any other game. You can only do Halo, and it's like that just seems
Because
one
343
constricting.
clearly does not want
They
to
don't
do
want
Halo,
to do Halo. They don't.
like at all.
Yeah. They want to make a sci-fi shooter, which is fine, but they clearly don't want to make Halo because nothing they've done is Halo. Partly because Halo fucking ended. 3 was the end.
3 was
And,
the end. It should stay that way. If they
and then
wanted
they
to
did
make
Reach,
another
which was a
Halo game,
prequel, which is fine.
yeah, that's what I was saying. They could have just made prequels. There's a whole ass fucking universe that they could just play in, and they
Yeah.
don't use it. They people are like, let's keep pushing the franchise. Like, no, just make prequel. Just
Insane.
be normal.
Glad
There's a
I'm not
whole
the
ass
stupid.
war that we only see from one perspective. You know what you could do with that? Literally anything. Anything.
Whoa. Play as the aliens, Stewie? Come on now. Let's not
Chill,
go
bruh.
that far. Okay, let's calm down.
Pause.
Yeah,
You're
you only
asking
play as
for
the
a
Covenant
lot.
in like 4 missions in Halo 2.
It's so
Like,
bad.
what the fuck? You can make a whole game about an elite.
You
It-
could, bro.
I'd play the shit. I want to play as a grunt, bro. I don't even care. Let me
You can make
play
a
as
whole. You don't even have
Oh.
to make it in the Human Covenant War. The Covenant have like a whole ass history too. You can make it like during when they like squashed the Grunt Rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me like I don't know how much this lines up with Halo lore, but give me like a weird mismatch Covenant like kill squad that's like one elite, a grunt, and like a jackal, and let me play as them for a campaign where it's like this weird team who shouldn't work, but they do.
A heretic legion. There you go. Or heretic
Like
squad.
let
There.
me. I don't know. There's so much you could do with Halo other than the Prometheans.
And they're like, haha, Forerunner. Like, oh.
Actually,
Oh, I watched
Don't even-
Halo Legends.
yeah,
Don't even
I
get me
think the
started
Banished
on
are a
how
pretty
they
good idea.
fumbled the bag entirely with the AI war. That happened entirely
Yeah.
off screen.
That was lame.
And then they turned
So
around and then proceeded to fumble the bag even more with the Banished. Like,
It's
completely.
So bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you do that twice. I don't know how you do that twice for
You
your
don't have
main
enough time
antagonist.
or money. That's how you do it, I think. Yeah, you time, money. I don't know. Well, they had enough money. I don't think they had enough time. I feel like, at least for Halo Infinite specifically, and the other games, honestly.
I feel like they just didn't use their time.
Halo, you know what's crazy?
That's
You know
fair
what's
too,
crazy?
but
Halo Wars 2, actually a good game
yeah, it
with a
wasn't made
good
by
story.
them though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah.
it wasn't made by
Yeah.
343.
That was the only game they like licensed out, but I don't think they'll ever do it again. Though they should.
They said, "Oh, it's too good. This might spread."
They actually
Yeah,
introduced
all
a
of these
cool
companies now.
faction called the Banished. That was like
Yeah, well, then
kind
they
of
ruined
neat.
it.
Yeah, and then 343 got a hold of it. Yeah.
343,
Immediately ran into the
bro, they
ground.
killed Atriox off screen, bro. They
Not
killed
only,
him.
not only do they say they killed him off screen, they spoilers for Halo Infinite. If you
Yeah,
give a shit, which you probably
nobody
don't.
does.
At the end of the game, they reveal he's alive, but he killed Cortana.
What?
Even funny. Yeah, that's
Huh?
what. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why? I want to say so. I think so. When I played Halo Infinite, because I don't think we ever talked about this on the podcast. When I opened it up and you get that cutscene, like the really cool cutscene of Chief getting his ass beat by Atriox, I was like, "Yo." I was in for it, I'm like, holy
Yeah.
shit, this is cool. And then you start the next mission, and whatever the other banished guy's name was, Atriox is dead. And I was like, wait a minute.
Homelander stat. Homelander stat.
I was like, what? And then he only ever showed the other villain only shows up like 3 times, and it's to go, you are a loser, Master Chief, and then he leaves, and it's like, what are you doing? Doesn't make any sense.
Lame game.
Nolan, did you have anything? Did you have anything you disliked a lot?
Oh, plenty. But one recent disappointment was definitely the Callisto Protocol. I was very
Ooh,
excited for that game with its amazing trailers. And then they just, dropped a steaming polished turd.
that game is weird, man.
Yeah, it was disappointing.
I
I
called that
watched.
shit. I want to say that, by the way.
Did you? Yeah,
You
yeah,
remember,
you
like a
did.
week
Yeah.
before the game came out, I was talking to you and I went, "I don't know, don't look right." I was like, "Something about it, don't check out." And you were like, "Nah, okay." And then what happened? What the fuck happened?
Yeah, there it is.
I was right.
I don't understand how they like made an almost entirely melee combat focused game and they only have one melee weapon that you upgrade.
Baffling, bro.
And it's a very boring looking one
It
too.
is, right?
It's
It's
just
such
a
typical
Yeah,
little
it's
sci-fi shit.
stinky stun baton.
Yeah.
yeah, it's lame.
Nothing about it looks unique. I said this. I mean, I never said this on the podcast. This is what I said when I said the game doesn't look right, but it literally just looks like Dead Space Light. It looks like, obviously, the graphics are some of the best. I will give it that. The graphics are fantastic,
It's good.
but genuinely, it looks to me like a mobile dev team saw Dead Space and went, make that. That will make us money. I don't care. Like, they were like, I don't want it to be unique in any way. Just make me a version of Dead Space.
Hmm.
Like everything about it looks Dead Space. The monsters look like they're exactly from Dead Space, and I know it was made by Dead Space devs. I understand that, but like the monsters look like it was Dead Space. The gameplay looks like it was from Dead Space. The aesthetic looks like it's Dead Space. Like everything looks like Dead Space, and it's like you could do something interesting with this because it's a sci-fi universe. You could do a lot with that, but nah, just make Dead Space again.
You want to know something worse
Oh God,
that happened this year?
yeah, what happened this year,
Dying Light 2.
Oh,
dude?
you didn't have to bring that up. You didn't have to bring that up.
Well, I
Yeah,
did because I tried to keep playing it.
Yeah,
They haven't fixed a goddamn thing.
yeah, we noticed that. I don't know why you
I
thought they did.
no, no, I wanted to see. I didn't think they did. I wanted to see if they did. And I
Mhm.
gave it a couple more hours. I was like, all right, let me, yeah, nope. It's so bad how much
Mhm.
they teased us. They blue balled us for a whole year and then dropped this. They're
For the
like, it's gonna
podcast,
be crazy.
for the
Ah!
podcast listeners, by the way, not Dead Space, sorry. Dying Light 2 came out in like February, and it came out like, I think a week and a half before Elden Ring. So we all bought it because we all adore Dying Light 1. Me and Nolan have played Dying Light 1 like 10 times or something like that. An absurd number of times we played that game.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, Dying Light 2. Now, obviously, Elden Ring was for 100% always going to outshine the game, but we were like, who cares? So we bought Dying Light 2, and I think we played it for about, I want to say 10. No, we played 25 hours. That's right. We checked.
We
We
played
played
a
25.
while.
We
Long
played
ass
25
game.
hours of the game.
We
None of
gave
us.
it a fair shake.
Right. My thing with games, I want to say this: a fair shake is a day. If you put 24 hours into a game and you do not like the game, that is you. You could quit. So we played 25, and we just stopped because Elden Ring was coming out, and we were like, this is not good. So then a little bit ago, Nolan here goes, I kind of want to play it. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I've been thinking about that too. Let's play it. So we download it and we're all like, you know what? We're going to fucking play this game. We're all going to see if it's changed. It's been a
We're gonna
year.
platinum it as well. That
Yeah. Oh, we
we
wanted
all
to platinum it too, which is, like, it didn't seem that hard, actually. It was because we checked the trophy list. It seemed fun. And me, Stewie, and Mikey did the prologue together. And I think the entire time we were like, like we were iffy. And then Nolan came in later, and we all did the prologue, so we unlocked multiplayer. And I think we played for about, I don't know, I want to say we played for about 30 minutes
Yeah.
I
before
entered a
I called it. I
huge
said,
state during
I
those
went
30 minutes.
after about 30 minutes, I went, I'm done. I was like, I'm done playing this. And deleted it immediately. And then that's where Nolan, what you were saying earlier, Nolan, where you're like, I'm gonna play it for a little more. And we were like, good fucking luck, man.
Outrageously bad game.
It's so bad. It's everything about the first game worse. Like combat worse, parkour worse, story worse, the open world worse.
The new stamina mechanic, stupid as hell.
Lame.
I hate
Lame.
that.
Abysmal, dude.
Ugh.
The stamina mechanic would be like if you were playing God of War Ragnarok and it was like you have to instead of Spartan Rage, you had a meter that allowed you to use the Blades of Chaos and you could only use it for however long you had that meter active. You know, it's like, why are you going backwards? What are you doing? Stupid as hell. How long did you play it on? How many did you put like 2 hours into it after we
2
quit?
more. Yeah, yeah. I did a couple main missions. I checked out some side quests we didn't do. Dumb shit. It's just
It's
dumb.
bad game.
It's like they were side quests and they were supposed to make you feel all sad and stuff. But it's like everyone died. My wife died. I had to kill her zombie. And it's just that shit. I'm like, uh, sh- big whoop, bruh.
Yeah,
I don't
Skill
give a
issue.
fuck. And even doing the evil shit wasn't fun. It's just sitting there. It's like
dude.
you can go, oh, you can go take out these innocent people's camp for some loot. And then it's just like, wow, I got
Okay.
some honey and
uh,
killed some people.
we should probably be calling it soon, but I want to say, you remember when they advertised that game and it was like every decision
Yeah.
you make will change the
Mhm.
outcome of the city, which immediately obviously you call bullshit on. Like obviously that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
But also I remember really hoping it would. Like, oh, maybe it didn't. It doesn't.
Nope. Just bait. Just a
They also
dangling worm on a hook.
advertised that like preview where it's like a little Tesla where he's like running through a dam, like
Oh
inside of
yeah.
it. I don't know if that's in the game. We never got to that ever.
I don't know. Yeah.
So
We'll never get to it. I'll say
never.
that.
Yeah,
We're
never.
never. I'm never playing that game again.
Someone would have to pay me to install
Oh
that game
god.
again. Fuck that.
And then extra to fucking play it, bro.
yeah. So, do we want to call it here? I think so. We don't.
Yeah.
Because I think we could
Yeah.
talk forever about how
Yeah.
bad some of those things are.
Mhm.
So, thank you for watching, and
Yes. Happy New Year.
Happy New
Happy New
Year,
Year.
and goodbye.
Bye bye.